Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We are going to start with Chelsea captain Cesar Azpilicueta, as it has been reported that the Chelsea veteran wants to join Barcelona in June, but will respect the club's final decision. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Ousmane Dembele, it has been reported that Barcelona will try different formulas to renew the contract rebel. We are also going to be discussing on that. Then lastly, we are going to be talking about Sergi Roberto, as it has been reported that the Barcelona right back could return to action versus Mallorca in La Liga. We are going to be discussing much on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please endeavor to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. If you're a Barcelona lover, give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona's pursuit of Cesar Azpilicueta has taken a complicated turn lately. Unlike fellow Chelsea centre-back Andres Christensen, who is expected to arrive at the Camp Nou in the summer, the experienced Spaniard reportedly had an extension clause in his contract. Thomas Tuchel and co have hinted that they had activated Azpilicueta's extension clause that could see the defender remain at Stamford Bridge until 2023. There is even pessimism in the Barcelona camp over the pursuit of the Spanish international, with many expecting the defender to remain in West London. Spanish journalist Tony Juan Marti has recently offered an update on the situation, suggesting that Cesar Azpilicueta does want to join Barca next season. At the same time though, the defender respects Chelsea, which appears to be an indicator of his decision to continue at Stamford Bridge beyond this summer. One can hardly blame the 32-year-old, as he has been playing his trade at Chelsea for almost a decade. Since joining the club in 2012, the former Osasuna star has racked up 466 competitive appearances for the Blues, winning 2 Premier League and 1 Champions League title. Azpilicueta's experience and leadership have been critical behind Chelsea's success under Thomas Tuchel. It could continue to play a key role going forward as the club braced itself for a tough summer ahead following their ownership debacle. Barcelona, for their part, are not expected to give up their pursuit for Azpilicueta just yet. They have refused to retract their 2-year contract offer. It appears they are hoping the defender to make a late call and jump on the opportunity to become a part of Xavi's grand setup next season, as the club look to compete at the highest stage and restore its lost glory. On the bright note of Barca, they are closing in on the contract extension of defensive stalwart Ronald Araujo, who has already moved to a posh neighborhood in the city and is set to live in the same building as Frankie de Jong. Azpilicueta, as many reports are claiming, will likely stay at Chelsea for 1 season. And with the report claiming that the player still admires coming to Barcelona, it's still gonna look tricky at this point, considering that the player don't want to make a decision that will make Chelsea to be angry because he respects Chelsea a lot. And we've been hearing Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel in his recent press conferences saying that yes, he wants his captain to stay, and he was even hinting that that 1-year extension clause has been activated. It looks so unlikely that Azpilicueta go against Chelsea to be a Barca player, despite earlier reports claiming how Chelsea will not take it as a big deal if the player decides to move to Spain. But from the look of things, that might not be the case, because Barcelona at this very point in time are not putting their expectations too high on Azpilicueta coming to the Camp Nou. But if he comes, good and fine. Barcelona have not retracted their offer they made for him ever since. But if he does not come, still good and fine. They will have other alternatives that they can pursue. Of course, Azpilicueta is a versatile player. He plays right back, he plays centre back. Of course, talking about centre back, Barca will bring Christensen to play that role. Then the right back position, Barca are still scouring the market to see who they can bring at the right back next season. Then on to the next story of discussion. The contract situation of Ousmane Dembele continues to be a puzzle that Barcelona are finding extremely hard to solve. At one point not very long ago, it looked like the matter had been closed and the Frenchman would be departing on a free transfer in the summer, when his current deal expired. But things have changed these recent months. The 24-year-old is playing some of his finest football in Barca colors and is enjoying life under Xavi. The manager has managed to get the best out of the forward and wants to keep him at the club. Dembele is understood to have admitted privately to the manager and his teammates that he wishes to continue at Barcelona. It has forced Barcelona to reopen talks with the French winger's entourage over a possible extension. Director Matteo Alemany flew to Morocco earlier this week to hold a meeting with Dembele's agent Musa Sissoko and, of course, Marco Leinsteiner regarding the situation. While no major progress was achieved, the Barcelona official returned with a positive feeling that the player has no agreement with any other club, even though he has some lucrative offers on the table, especially from PSG. This has given Barca an encouragement to start, devising plans and formulas to table an enticing enough proposal that can convince Dembele and his camp to pen a new deal, according to Mundo Deportivo. As per the report, Dembele understands the club's hands are tied due to the financial situation and La Liga salary cap limit and would be open to accepting an innovative contract involving a large percentage of variables, as he trusts Xavi and believes he will be a regular in the lineup. Barcelona are working on chalking out such proposals that could be lucrative enough without bothering the club's finances and staying within La Liga's financial fair play rules. A meeting between the two parties could take place next week and they want to have a proposal ready for then. The major sticking point in negotiation, as per the report, would be Dembele's agent demands for a signing-on fee. Since he will be a free agent in the summer, the representative want Barca to offer him a hefty renewal fee, as he would be given a signing-on bonus if he joined a different club. Barca are reluctant to do so, as they believe they have already made a huge investment in Dembele, having spent over 100 million euros for him in 2017 and paid significant wages over the years despite his fitness issues. It seems like both Dembele and Barcelona want the same thing, but everything will hinge on how negotiations between the two parties go over the coming weeks. Then on to the final story of discussion. A lot has been made surrounding Sergi Roberto's future this summer. The midfielder's current contract at the Camp Nou expires at the end of the season, with many expecting him to move on and start a new adventure elsewhere. However, before he waves his goodbye, Roberto might just get one opportunity to impress on the field, with a report from RA Esport dropping an update on his future. Roberto has featured in only 9 league matches this term, with all of his appearances coming before his hamstring injury in October. He has been on the sidelines for 140 days, missing at least 27 matches. The Spaniard's injury layoff has affected his status in the first team, with the player falling behind the pecking order. However, it appears Roberto is set to make his return to training next week and will likely be available to play by the end of the month to start of May, in what could be a major boost for Barca. RA Sport also suggests Roberto's agents are expected to hold talks with Barcelona over his potential renewal. The midfielder had rejected Barca's proposal of a significant pay cut earlier in the season, but it appears he remains keen on continuing his development at the Camp Nou. Despite his lack of prominence in the first team, Roberto is valued highly in the team due to his vast experience at the highest level of football. He is currently one of the longest serving members of the team, with over 300 appearances in all competitions. Xavi wants Roberto to remain at the Camp Nou, as he could be an option not only for the right back position but also serve as a backup for the midfielders. His experience could be useful in guiding the up-and-coming stars such as Gavi, as Barcelona look to embark on a new era under Xavi Hernandez. So coolers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.